Yo, what's going on? Yo, welcome back to the channel, man. And today we'll be reacting to what to expect on your first date video by Cheats. Look, keep it short, sweet, and simple with y'all boys. You feel me? Let me put on my nerd glasses so y'all know that I'm being serious. Okay. Are you going on a date with a young lady or man, or they or them, whatever the variant may be? If you know where that's from, W mans. If you don't even worry about it. If you're going on a date with whatever, the best thing you can do is just be you. You feel me? Simple. Really. It really is that simple. Just don't be anything that you're not. You know what I mean? Don't try to be something that you're not. There it is. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to perform. Don't try to make yourself seem better than you are. We're all human, bro. We all have our flaws. It's okay, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. So, you know what I mean? Just be you. Just be cool. Just be calm and enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? Regardless of how it ends, you should go on the date with the intention of having a good time with this person that isn't sexual. You know what I mean? Don't expect anything sexual out of this date. Just go and expect and carry yourself with the intentions of having a good time and enjoying each other's company without it getting physical. Simple. Anyway, that's enough of my inception yapping. Let's get straight in to the video. Yeah, baby.
Going on your first date is a weird experience because on the outside you're trying to look smooth, but inside you're melting. Your brain's doing backflips, your stomach's staging a coup, your inner monologue is just screaming, "Don't be weird, don't be weird, don't." Too late. So let's break down what's really going on your first date.
Be a little bit weird, bro. Just a little bit, bro. It shows you have personality, and some girls find it charming. You'll get a smile, bro. You'll get a laugh. You'll break through some of her barriers, get her more comfortable. At least in my experience. Okay? So, yeah, you can be a little bit weird. Just don't push it. Just don't push it. You know what I mean? That's all.
Overthinking the text to replaying every awkward moment in bed later like it's a horror film. Phase 1 is the texts before the date. It all starts with the "we should hang out" moment, and now you're both dancing around it like, "Yeah, for sure, what day works for you? I'm free whenever, lol," which is translated to "neither of us are okay, and this is terrifying." Then comes the planning. Where do you go? You don't want to seem basic, but you also don't want to accidentally plan like a 6-hour hike and die halfway through trying to impress them. So you settle on something safe, like coffee, dinner, bowling, something human. But now your brain's like, what if they hate coffee? What if they're allergic to food? You know, what if they bowl like a pro and I break my ankle? You haven't even met up yet and you're already sweating. Phase 2 is getting ready.
Yeah, the text, bro. It's all right, bro. Look, and this is just me. I can only speak for me. Okay, this is how I operate. Whenever I'm speaking with a young lady that I have intentions of dating or going anything beyond just friends with, she will know. I will be making it known. It's rarely that I'll ever be like, "What day are you free?" or anything like that. I will just give the exactly what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Like if I'm free on the weekends, I'll be like, on Saturday around blah blah blah, I'm gonna come pick you up. We gonna go out to eat or something. And if she's not doing nothing, she'll let me know that okay, cool, whatever. Or if she wants to play hard to get, she'll do a little bit of the runaround, but still end up going anyway, right? You know, girls love the chase, right? Cool. It's cool. That's fine. But yeah, I'll do that. If she can't make that, she'll be like, "Oh no, I'm busy Saturday," but because I already know she's feeling me, because we've been texting prior, right? She'll give you a date of when she is free. So you never have to ask. You know what I mean? Just let them know that this is what you're trying to do. Can you make that? If they can't, they'll give you a time frame of when they can or when they're available if they're feeling you. If not, they'll just be like, nah, and then not give you shit. And then that's how you know it's time to leave that alone. You feel me? Simple. Easy. Come on, Mal. Come on now.
Eddie, this is where the crisis kicks in. You gotta pick out an outfit. You change again. You convince yourself that you look weird. You consider canceling. You check your armpits 6 times. You Google, what do normal people wear on first dates? You start saying things like, maybe I'll just keep it casual. Then you walk out the door looking like you're going to prom. You spray on 7 different types of cologne, overthink your hair, stare in the mirror like, is this what I actually look like?
I think Cheats might be projecting here a little bit, bro. I don't know. I feel like bro's projecting, bro. Y'all seeing that, or is that just me?
There is no confidence. You're pacing around your room like you're about to fight in a boss battle. You rehearse jokes in your head, practice your smile in the mirror, and then you hate it immediately. You do like one tiny eyebrow raise, then another, then both. Now you look possessed. Cool. You triple check your pockets, phone, wallet, keys, gum, then you panic. What if I got a hug and then I'm sweaty and you're dabbing your neck with the towel like you just ran a marathon? Every second before you leave feels like a countdown to Judgment Day, and as you lock the door behind you, there's this brief moment of stillness where you're like, okay, I'm either gonna fall in love or embarrass myself so badly that I have to move to another state. You get in the car or on the train or you start walking, and during that commute you enter a full-blown mental tornado. You replay every conversation you've ever had with them. You question your taste in music, movies, clothes, even your existence. Convince yourself that they're gonna take one look at you and then fake an emergency. Like, oh no,
bro is definitely, this is a look. Bro is definitely projecting right now, bro. Cause what is he even yapping about, bro? What? No, nobody actually. Do people actually think like this? No. Are y'all actually panicking this much over going on a date? No. Like, is it that bad? I've never had this, bro. At least not to this degree. Jesus, he is either projecting like crazy, or I've just had some sort of disconnect with my freaking male side that doesn't allow me to let this kind of stuff invade my mind. You know what I mean? Especially on the day of reckoning. You know what I mean? Game day. You know, freaking hell. Is it actually that bad? Damn. I feel bad for people if this is actually how they be thinking before they date.
My grandma's fish exploded. Gotta go. You arrive early, of course, because being late would end you. So now you're just waiting, pretending to scroll on your phone while secretly scanning the crowd, checking your reflection in every shiny surface. At one point, you stare so hard into your phone camera, you convince yourself that you're ugly again, and then you see them. They walk up, they smile, and all you can think is, don't trip, don't say anything weird, don't ask if they believe in aliens, just be normal. You say, hey, way too loud, and then immediately go quiet. They smile back. Now it's real. The date has officially begun, and now your survival instincts are fully activated. You said hey. They said hey. Now it's just silence. Not real silence, like words are happening, but it's all white noise because your brain is buffering. Your voice doesn't even sound like yours. You laugh at something that wasn't a joke. You nod a lot. Too much. You're nodding like a bobblehead in a car crash. You try small talk. So, how was your day? They answer. You immediately forgot what they said because you're too busy thinking about how you're sitting. Are your hands weird? Why do your knees feel visible? Why is your face doing that thing where it twitches when you're nervous? Then comes the menu moment. If it's dinner or drinks, you both suddenly become Michelin critics. What are you getting? Please don't say chicken tenders. Please don't say chicken tenders. Oh, I'll probably get like chicken tenders. Fuck! You start wondering if you're being too much or not enough. You say something like kind of funny. They laugh. You feel powerful. Then you follow it up with something dumb. Like, yeah, I used to eat glass.
No, what? Eat glass. Yeah, nah. I think people are a little, if this is actually how people think, right? And this is not just him bullshitting. I think like people need to take it easy, bro. Like, I don't. It's not that serious, right? Am I bugging, or is it actually not that serious? I don't think I'm bugging, bro. There's no way it's this serious. Is it this bad? Is this how people think? Or is this just a white people thing? What? It might just be a white people thing, huh? Because I don't know. I don't know anybody personally that goes out here on dates and just this is their mind, unless they have like ADHD or something, right? But freaking hell, no way this is real, bro. I feel like, bro, it's just projected, bro. I think that's all that is.
Kid, and now you want to bury yourself under the table. Every sentence feels like it could ruin your life. You're talking in circles, over-explaining everything. They ask what you do, and you make it sound like a confession. I make videos. But not like in a weird way, not like bad videos, like good videos, like, actually, maybe I'll shut up. And yet, somehow, they're still smiling, still here, still listening. They're panicking, but they seem okay. You make one good joke, and it lands. You breathe. You made it through the first 5 minutes. The ice is cracked, and now it's time to see if you can swim. Now we're halfway through the date, and things are shifting. You stop trying so hard. The fake laugh turns into a real one. Your shoulders loosen. You're no longer fighting for your life. You're actually enjoying yourself. The convo starts to flow. You're not just exchanging fun facts about your favorite color. Now you're telling little stories like, one time in 8th grade, I peed my pants during a fire drill. And they're like, no way. One time I threw up on a field trip bus. Now it's bonding.
Ew.
Now it's real. You stop both acting like your LinkedIn profile pictures and you start talking like actual people. You ask questions without overthinking. They answer without filtering. Suddenly it's not a Q&A session anymore. It's just talking. You catch yourself smiling at them. Not on purpose, it just happens, and they smile back. And now you're thinking, wait, is this actually going well? You both start slipping into your real personalities. You make a dumb joke, not trying to impress, just being you, and they love it. And now you're like, okay, they like me for me. Weird. There's even this moment where you call.
Yeah. You ever think that this is just another freaking person? You know what I mean? They're just a person, bro. I don't know. Don't overcomplicate dating, bro. You're either gonna vibe with the person or you're not. They're either gonna be into you or they're not, bro. It is that simple. It does not need to be any more complicated than that. If you just be calm and be chill, just be yourself, bro. Be okay with being you. Be weird, bro. Not OD weird, bro. If you know you're one of those people that sleeps with a friggin' anime girl body pillow, do not bring that up as the first thing you talk about, especially if that young lady does not watch anime or whatever the variant may be of person. If that person does not watch anime, do not let the first thing that comes out of your mouth being that I have a friggin' anime big titty girl body pillow or mouse pad or some shit like that. Like, don't do that. Don't do that, bro. It's okay to be a little bit weird with just regular stuff, but once things start flowing, then you can let all that other stuff come out after she gets a better grasp of your personality. You know what I mean? Or whatever the variant may be.
And it's not awkward. Like, you both sip your drinks, take a bite, and just kind of sit in silence, and it feels fine, comfortable. You didn't plan this, you didn't rehearse this part, but somehow it's working. You're still anxious, you're still sweating, but it's like a fun kind of nervous now. Like, your heart's racing, but it's not fear, it's excitement, and deep down you're thinking, holy shit, this might actually be the start of something. Now we're at the final phase of the date where the check hits the table, and the vibe shifts, and you say something like, I'll cover it, don't...
I thought we were already in phase 5. Did he fuck that up somewhere? But okay, I'm gonna let it slide.
Worry, trying to sound smooth, but your card's praying that it clears. And if it split the bill, you both fake confidence like you weren't just mentally calculating tax since the appetizer. You walk out together and it's kind of surreal. The nerves are gone, just two people who survived the date and actually had fun. You both linger. No one wants to say that it's over, but you know that there's tension in the air. Not bad tension, but possibility tension. Are we hugging, high-fiving, or are we doing that awkward half step forward then mission abort thing? Maybe there's a hug, maybe there's a kiss, or maybe it's just this was really nice. A polite way of saying, I'd totally see you again if I don't implode from stress first. Then you both part ways, and immediately you start overthinking every second. Did I talk too much? Was that one joke too weird? Why did I say you too when I asked if they had fun? Am I undateable? You lay in bed like you're editing a podcast of the date in your head, cutting clips, analyzing tone, convincing yourself that smiling too much was somehow offensive. But deep down, you know that it wasn't that bad. It was actually kind of good. Maybe even great, because for all the panic, all the self-doubt, all the awkward little hiccups, you showed up, you connected, and now you've got a story. Whether it turns into something or not, you did it. You went on your first date, and you lived to tell the tale. Now we're on phase 7, which is the after the...
This nigga did mess up somewhere because he just... Alright, bro. Well, I'm gonna let it slide, bro.
Date limbo mode. You wake up the next day and immediately check your phone. Nothing. No, I had a great time. No funny follow-up meme. No cryptic emoji. Just the crushing silence of a delivered iMessage and your own paranoia. You start spiraling. Are they gonna ghost me? Did I read the whole thing wrong? Maybe they're just busy. Maybe they died. You reread the last text like you're decoding ancient scrolls. They say, this was fun. Okay, but was that a neutral smiley face at the end or a fake nice one? You debate texting first, but what do you even say? Hey, just making sure that date wasn't a government experiment to test my self-esteem. Sometimes they reply, sometimes they vanish, sometimes they hit you with the dreaded, sorry, I've just been so busy lately, which is Gen Z for I'm not interested, but I'm scared of confrontation. And that's the reality of it. You know, post-date limbo is like emotional purgatory. You're not rejected, but you're not confirmed either. You're just kind of floating with feelings and no context. And if they do text back, you're right back at it. Planning a second date, overthinking all over again, but this time with a little more confidence and maybe one less outfit change. So yeah, first dates are wild. 1 second you're Googling how to not be awkward, and the next you're deep in a post-date spiral, wondering if your laugh was weird. They're messy, they're nerve-wracking, and half the time you walk away not knowing if you just met your soulmate or if you're never speaking again. But that's what makes it real. You showed up, you put yourself out there, you got dressed, powered through the cringe, and you let someone see you, even if just for an hour, over chicken tenders and nervous eye contact. Now, whether that leads to love, a situationship, or just a funny story for the group chat, you did the hardest part, you tried, and that's a W. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. He made that sound a whole lot scarier than it actually is, in my opinion. It is really, really not that bad. I promise you it's not. I promise you it's not. You do not need to be panicking about first dates, bro. It is really simple. Show up, be yourself, and enjoy yourself. That's it. Like, I was gonna try to put some other stuff in between there, but I really don't need to. Just show up, be yourself, and enjoy yourself, bro. Whether it turns into something or it doesn't will not matter, because you had a good time. That is it. Just go out with the intentions to have a good time with this person. Regardless of what happens, the goal is to have a good time. That is it. And if you know yourself well enough, you won't have to force trying to have a good time. You know what I mean? It'll just come naturally. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how I feel, at least. I really don't think that... I really think he was just, like, dragging it, to be honest. I think he was just exaggerating it for the video, because it is not that deep, bro. At least not in my head. It's not that scary, I guess you could say. But, anyway, that'll be it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Man.